this is day 2 of 30 Inks 30 Days. And today I'm using a Diamine ink, one of their 150th anniversary colors. This is Safari, which is a nice, like, earthy olivey green. And it's very well behaved, not much, and with water resistance. But if you're not worried about that, then it's great. It has some nice shading, and yeah, I've used it in multiple pens. Today I'm using it in my Pen BBS 491 with a fine nib. It's the first time using it in a fine nib. Prior to that, I used it in my medium nib Twisby Eco and a Noodler's Flex, like, nib creeper. Here I'm using a crochet hook, back of a crochet hook, to spread my ink blob onto my onto the Tomoe River paper. I've noticed that it has a cooler tone, slightly cooler tone to it on Tomoe River versus my, like, Strathmore sketchbook paper, which is interesting to me. It's well behaved on both. I mostly use my a sketchbook to write in, so I like inks that are less prone to feathering, or I just don't worry about it, really. So yeah, I misspelled anniversary, and then I double checked, and then I decided I don't care because I know what I'm trying to spell, or I know what it is, and this ultimately is for me as a record to go into my ink journal as talked about last video. This is a voiceover. I don't do scripts, so rambling times are great. Yeah. I do like the Pen BBS pens. The acrylic feels really nice. And I really want to try that makes me want to try a Franklin Christoph, which is, like, way out of my pen budget. I like to keep my pens under $30 because that's the price of an expensive art pen. And I hate to spend more than that. So with this drawing, let's talk about this drawing. It's got issues. So many inconsistencies with the anatomy. It's all off. The head is humongous. Even with looking down, it's weird. It's not correct. It's a doodle, so it's not something I, like, cared to fix until I started inking it in, and then I realized, oh, this is all off. Whoops. And then it looks like, I don't know if that froze or if that was just from editing. Oh, let's see. Oh, maybe it's just acting weird because of the voiceover? I don't know. This leaf is the best part of the whole drawing. Yep. And they're like, this is why you look at reference images, which I did not. I just went for it didn't really know what to draw. Ended up drawing this guy with florals and stylized weird smoky cloud things in front of his lower body, really because I didn't know what to do with his arms. So I'm like, I'll just put smoke there. And some leaves. So that's art for you. Anyway, if you like Diamine ink and you're on a budget, it's really budget friendly, but it's actually slightly cheaper to buy it directly from Diamine's website. Shipping takes longer, but that's okay. Sometimes it's worth the wait. Downside is you're not supporting two smaller businesses instead of just when you're buying directly from the manufacturer, you're just supporting the manufacturer instead of supporting like a small pen business and the manufacturer. So that's something to consider as well. But filling in the backspace, I noticed the pen was a bit straight from Pen BBS, and they warn you on their Etsy site that their pens are drier. One way to adjust that is to just slightly flex the tip. And I should have done that after I did all my hatching, because then my hatching was different sizes. And I like a light feathery hatching. I draw really fast when I hatch to get like some really light line variation. And then I made it a bit too juicy. So I made my pen a bit too flowy. So that's okay. It happens. Still filling in. And originally I'm like, oh, why would I fill in like with a pen? I should just use a brush. Yeah, I didn't. I ended up filling in with a pen and then going over it with a water brush later, which you'll see. So I do like working with ink in general and pen and ink when drawing. I don't know, there's just something magical about ink. And that's like all inks. I love like the Sumi and India inks and shellac-based inks like those. Or, well, Sumi's technically animal skin glue based. As well as fountain pen ink, which are like dye based and don't necessarily have binders in them because the dye is bonding with the fibers and like soaking into the paper. They both give really different lusters, which are nice. So yeah, I don't like this drawing. I want to like it more, but I just really only like the one leaf, which is like not, I don't think it's a real leaf. It's just an imaginary leaf. Oh well. So yeah. The one thing I do really enjoy about the fountain pen inks is that you can go in with a water brush and do a really easy, like generic ink wash really quickly, and especially those that multi that are more multi-chromed or will like alter. So yeah, just Diamine, solid ink. We're at the end. Anyway, thanks for listening to my rambling. See you tomorrow.